Darth Vader was widely feared across the galaxy, not only by the enemies of the Empire, but also among loyal Imperials as they witnessed their fellow comrades get executed by the Dark Lord over the simplest of mistakes. But despite being a ruthless killer who didn't show any emotion aside from anger and hate, Vader did in fact hold fear toward two men deep down within his darkened soul. They were his first and last masters, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Palpatine, and he feared them both for very different reasons too. Of the two, he feared Palpatine the most, although at first he held contempt and anger toward his Sith Master shortly after losing everything. Those emotions soon turned into fear as Palpatine put him in his place and made him fully understand who held the real power in their relationship. Palpatine held such a powerful mental grip over Vader that he was not only afraid of failing his master over fear of death, but also losing his connection to the only person he had left in his life. Palpatine was all Vader had left in his life. Everyone and everything else that Vader cared for was gone. Obeying and serving his cruel master was the only purpose Vader had left, and he couldn't imagine losing that, for if that were gone, then he would truly have nothing. Fear of being replaced by his master with someone far stronger and more powerful was also on Vader's constant mind as well. This mental grip that Palpatine held over his apprentice would go unshaken until Vader went on to discover he had a son. Knowledge of having a son gave Vader a new purpose in his life, and as a result, Palpatine's grip over him slowly began to loosen, until finally Vader was able to overcome his fear and end his master's life. When it came to Obi-Wan, Vader's fear toward his former master didn't come close to that of Palpatine. It actually didn't even come about until Vader finally came face to face with Obi-Wan for the first time in years. This was a man Vader believed had taken everything from him by destroying his body all those years ago back on Mustafar, and ruining his potential in achieving the power he was always destined to. Although anger and hatred fueled Vader in his fight against Obi-Wan, so did fear. Fear of losing and allowing Obi-Wan to live. Fear of not fulfilling his revenge that had been an absolute obsession for him for nearly 2 decades. Vader was fully aware of how powerful his former master was, his first defeat at his hands always being a constant reminder, and one that traumatized him far more than he would care to admit. Unlike most duels Vader had against other Jedi, this duel with Obi-Wan was approached with clear caution. Vader wasn't taking any risks by committing reckless offensive attacks, as he understood how powerful Obi-Wan's defenses were, and how likely he were to get cut down if he just lunged at him with full power. Vader was genuinely scared of Obi-Wan in this fight, literally taking quick stabs at him from a distance as a means to test his defenses before committing to more aggressive attacks. This was possibly the only fight where Vader was actually nervous of being in, as there was so much on the line for him. He finally had his chance of exacting revenge on the man he despised most. He wasn't going to let that slip away. But it did slip away. Instead of being given the chance to land the killing blow on his former master, Obi-Wan instead disappeared and became one with the Force right before Vader's lightsaber could make direct contact with him, never allowing Vader to get that full satisfaction of killing Obi-Wan. Thanks for watching this episode of The Lore Master. Be sure to subscribe for more Star Wars lore videos like these in the future, and may the Force be with you.